Okay, I was talking about writing a movie. And I was saying I had went to college and I majored in criminal justice. But it's an associate degree, it's not a bachelor's degree. Um, and so, your general courses have to be like math, English, stuff like that, and your basics. So I took these two English courses, and my professor was like, everybody in class loved my work when I had to do a presentation. And professor was all into it, and he was like, "You need to get published." Now I had no idea what he meant when he said you need to get published, but I should have kind of researched what he was saying. Um, but so I didn't really do much of nothing with the idea. But when I went to Atlanta, I joined the Atlanta Writers Club, and um, but just because I've always been an avid reader, so I thought I should join the Writers Club. So I joined the Writers Club, and I went to a couple of book clubs too, but I didn't join. And they had a seminar on how to do a screenplay. So they have a lot of seminars. They got a lot going on, but so the Writers Club had a seminar on how to do a screenplay. So after I did that, I just was on a roll with writing screenplays. So everything I saw just became an idea. Every person I saw was a heroine or a lead or or a nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Everything I saw. We went down to New Orleans and it was just that's all my mind was doing. That's all my mind was doing. Just thinking this would be a great movie. So when I was in college, professor I had took a class and they had this amazing professor. When I say amazing, everybody was amazed by her. She was amazing. She was an amazing woman. It's rare that you meet somebody that just leave an impression with every single person they encounter. So she was that kind of person. She just left this amazing impression. So I had wrote a scene about her, which I romanticized and exaggerated a little bit in the writing. And I was saying to my boy, I wish I could do it. I would have to move fast because Felicia Rod is 70-some years old. But I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna get my hopes up because she doesn't do erotic scenes. But in this scene, in this story, there's a college student, handsome, articulate, attractive, fun to just a popular. Got such a crush on this amazing woman. He is intentionally failing her class, and the third time she began to realize, she go up to him and she began to tell him, "Why are you taking my class again? Why you keep taking my class?" And she learned while speaking to him that he is incredibly attracted to her, but the age difference is vast. He's, in his early 20s. She's in her late 50s, maybe. But I have to admit, she was amazing. Cynthia, you ain't saying nothing good when you say you'll do her. Okay, so I'm just not gonna say, oh, I'll do her too. She was an amazing person in every way. She just made this impression on everybody that she met. Fascinated me. But of course it would fascinate me because sometimes I feel like I don't make a good impression. But which I need to work on that, but which I am working on it. And in the movie, oh my God, in the movie, in the movie, she fulfills his fantasy. I wrote the love scene, and in the movie, she fulfills his fantasy. So, I don't know. I need to just quit talking about stuff and see how I can actually make it happen. How I can make it happen. But, Cynthia, why are you talking about that? The people in the throes of controversy in their professional and personal lives. They ain't got time for more controversial mess with you. Exactly right. That's exactly right. They don't have time for more controversial stuff with my ideas, but I just thought I would share it with you. But hopefully I get to do something with some of these writers that I have. I had almost gave up on the idea completely that I could even do anything, but I was sitting down, I was praying about my finances, and just about in general, not saying, oh Lord, give me some money making a movie or something. I was just saying, Lord, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. I need you to come in this situation, And I got this idea. I was looking at this other girl. She made a short in Atlanta. She in Atlanta, I think. Is she in Atlanta? She made a short, and a short is not the shorts on YouTube. It's a short. It's like a 10 or 15-minute presentation. Nothing long at all. Probably one scene that you would give to an instructor to make sure you understand the concept of filmmaking, or that you would give to an investor or something to show him that you need him, his finances, he's investing to produce your movie. And it's just a scene. It's just a movie scene, basically. And it's in a scene, she had this couple on a date. And it was so boring, but it fascinated me because I got the feeling she wanted to say something to people. But I don't know what. I have no idea what she was trying to say. But maybe I was overthinking it. So I began to rewrite the scene. And I said, you know what? I wonder, could I make that 10 minutes in that setting? If I could lengthen it enough for it to be a full feature. And in that setting. Why? Because that same setting will virtually cost very little. I will have the same cast in the one setting. Virtual, maybe one or two, a door entrance, a foyer, a driveway, a valet, car thing or something, So virtually, one of the most inexpensive movies I could think of, and it would give me a start. So I said, I'm not gonna give up hope. I'm just going to go ahead, and that's something I'm gonna pursue. Once, hopefully real soon. I'm gonna say real soon. And once I get some urgent things wrapped up, obviously urgent things. So, is that scene a part of it? No, that scene was not a part of that movie. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'll be able to use that. But I just thought about it, I just thought about being able to use that, you know what I'm saying? I know, we all know that Phylicia Rashad ain't nowhere fulfilling no super young man fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for a young man in bed. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He think, he gotta just go to town. You know what I'm saying? Some people think that. And a woman might want a man to go to town. I was spending the night at this couple house, wonderful couple, love him dearly. Well, shut up then. Since you love him dearly. Girl got up in the morning for to get my regular cup of coffee. And all I hear is plap, 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 plap. I'm like, she knows you wrong for that. She knows you wrong for that. And I'm single too. And then he something. Girl, he was something. Girl, he was a scoundrel, girl. He was a scoundrel. I know that both of them was waiting for me to say. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I ain't saying nothing at all. I'm not gonna say nothing. Grown folks shouldn't spend the night together. Cause you stay, you got company, don't have sex. Everybody ain't gonna do that. Everybody ain't gonna do that. But that's one thing about a young man. You know what I'm saying? And not specifically, but in general, a young man think he has to perform. But I think a older man is probably in tune with what the woman wants in bed. You know, so I don't know. I'm just guessing. Child. But anyway, that was one of my scenes. But Phylicia Rashad would never do a scene that erotic. I'm pretty sure of it. You know, and then of course I had a lot of garbage I had written. I had one about a woman who's a very beautiful, popular, social person. She have lots of obligations and lots of engagements, but she's a warden at the local women's prison. And she's quite involved, should I say. She's lesbian, but she's not your studly type. You know, matter of fact, when she attend her balls and her events, because she's very steep and very, you know, active in a criminal justice community. So when she attend all her events, her balls, and she have a very handsome model's nephew that escort her. So the one I had just had, you know, just saying, you know, you talking about a movie, talking about entertainment. I'm talking about somebody that's entertaining. So of course I had made the warden be something larger than life, and then she got a little freak in her. You know what I'm saying? I had this one scene. I think I said this. I read it. I had written it so long ago, where there's a fight in the prison that breaks out, and she runs in. I need to deal with my problems, but obviously, if I would be writing something if I had dealt with my problems already. She runs in, and she screams authoritatively, "If you touching me, this your third strike." And then she go in and she get the victim of the fight and have her escorted out by some other guards. And then I have her doing something very amorous with the young lady, but nothing erotic, you know, just very amorous. She prepositioned her. And we see clips from there. Let's just say that. But I had to find somebody else that Phylicia ain't gonna do it. What y'all gonna do? Garbage, huh? I can't be upset. She probably don't got time for the bug. I probably couldn't afford her salary requirements anyway. Anyway. I was thinking about that scene about the professor and the young boy that I thought that was so romantic and fascinating. You know what I'm saying? I think we all meet people like that at least once in our life. At least once in our life, we all meet somebody that completely mesmerized us. So that, well, who was that for you? Oh, wow. Let me think. Who mesmerized me completely? I'm more level-headed than I was. I'm more sober-minded than I used to be, you know. But everything romantic intrigued me when I was younger. So I'm trying to think of who somebody's really listening to me. I really that's a shame. I want to get strong enough spiritually where I don't have to say that I'm seeing somebody coming for me, you know. And I'm like, God, what you want me to do? Because I thought I was doing it. I thought I was doing everything right. Ask anybody who knows. But anyway, who's the most mesmerizing person I have ever met? Well, I have to say, I met a preacher one time. Incredibly attractive. Somebody really is after me. I don't know what God wants me to do when he's saying that. I'm gonna talk about that. I want to open a dialogue about that. I want people to sit down with me and talk about that. I'm seeing a woman, and she had some experiences listening to me, and she don't want me to have it. It's almost insane. But I'm like, okay, God, this is wonderful. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was trying to say the most mesmerizing person I have ever met. I was saying it was a preacher. It was a preacher. And I told the story before, so I'm not gonna talk about this. But and I also had an encounter with a woman, but now that nothing happened between us. And I don't regret that. Now that I look back, I think it was for the best. But this woman intrigued me so much that I used to call her job just to hear the sound of her voice. And but I wasn't stalking her. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't stalking her. I would actually try to make a reason up for why I was calling. But she eventually began to have an affair with somebody else that I thought was garbage. So I had to get over that. I had to get over that because I don't want to be involved with nobody that's been around the block a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that told me that attraction that I thought was there was going to happen with somebody else. And then it wasn't nothing unique to me, so I didn't care for it no more. But so I got over that. Thank God quickly, because I'm telling you, it sounds weird. I'm going to call someone just to hear the sound of somebody's voice. But her voice sounded so mesmerizing to me. It really did. It really sounded beautiful to me. I can't describe the way it sounded. I can't describe it. But I would want to tell her that, but we couldn't be involved. Because I know that wasn't beautiful at the time. I have a picture of myself. I don't know what I did with it. But compared to somebody else, somebody could walk in any moment and probably would steal her attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's no, that's not the picture. My Instagram page is that. My Facebook page. Renee Renee Henry Henri. I got my entertainment name on my Facebook page, Renee Henry. That picture I got up there is the way I appeared before I went to Atlanta. So I might put a side by side on Instagram. But in all things, I have to trust the Lord. That's all I can say. That's all I can do. You know, and I'm not gonna say I'm not upset, but anyway. You know, you're dealing with a lot of stuff. You never know. You never know what you're facing. You know, I don't know what to say, but I guess I need to spend more time or asking God what to do. You know, I don't know. But the office about to close, and I don't have 24-hour access, so I was drinking some coffee. I'm finna go and throw this stuff away. Oh my God. I want to go to sleep for a week. I really do. But anyway, I forget about that because I know Miss Rashad is not going to do no riding movie. And but I wrote the hell of a love scene too. I did. I have to admit I did. I have to admit it myself. I wrote a hell of a love scene. You'll never guess it. You'll be shocked when you see it, but I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Because for once, you're not gonna do it. So, and to find somebody that would be as intriguing and have the same effect, but I don't think it'd be difficult. I remember on Go Tell on the Mountain. Remember that movie? You may not have seen it with Winfrey, Alfred Woodard. Alfred Woodard, when she was an unknown. Oh my God, she blew that part away when she was an unknown. So I'm optimistic. I would definitely have to find. I could probably find somebody that could really do the role justice. And it's some foolishness anyway, you know. But I hope I find somebody that can do the role justice. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are an unknown, you know what I'm saying. But I know we would all like to see Miss Richard do something romantic. You know, but she doesn't do it. She just doesn't do it. So I had to bow down, please forgive me, and not even ask anymore. And just move on to the next person who would be willing to take that kind of role. So anyway. And that being said, let me leave that alone because that's all I was thinking about. Well, what you plan on doing? Well, for one thing, I want to do a blog about screenwriting and filmmaking. And I want to do, of course, a company in social media to go with it. Then I do want to at least produce one of my own movies so that people won't be like, well, you talking about being a screenwriter and filmmaker, but you don't actually have any works of your own. So I do want, and I think that movie that had what whole movie? This sound boring, but I think I said this before. Open Water was done in almost one setting, and this dude told me that he knew this shark movie with it. The women were in the cage, and the whole movie was done in the cage with the shark outside the cage. So it's all kind of dramatic stuff happened. They dropped the oxygen tank. One of them get kids trying to go get the oxygen tank, another oxygen tank, all kind of crazy stuff. He said, but the whole movie was done in a shark's cage underwater. Like, what kind of bull is that? That sounds crazy. That sounds dangerous. But as he said, I hope they made some money off of it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna start there, and I will, so I can get something under my belt.